Today, I'm going to show all of you the best ways to earn platinum in Warframe's newest update, 1999. There's a small handful of methods you can use, and overall, they're absolutely amazing for earning platinum. The first way of getting platinum in the latest update is going to be the biggest one, and that is Arcanes. It's a very consistent method as there's multiple ways to acquire all of them, but the prices may vary. There's 6 main ways you can get these Arcanes. You can find them scattered throughout all of the 1999 mission nodes in the form of Tekrot safes, which require a biocode to open. Biocodes appear as items you can pick up from the ground that will typically be in the same tile as the safe. You can also find Skaldra caches, which are similar to Tekrot safes in that they contain an arcane, but they're only located in exterminate missions and require that you find nearby Ephirvon charges to unlock it. Next up is the assassination mission, where taking down the big tank will reward an arcane. Then, completing a squad Faceoff will also reward an arcane, but I'll talk a little more about that in detail in just a minute. For the final 2 methods, they're very easy and more of a passive acquisition method, and that is earning them from the seasonal calendar located on your Palm 2, and buying them directly from Eleanor for 7,500 standing. Now, let's have a look at the prices for each arcane. We'll start with the low and get to the high, but as of right now, they all sell for a decent amount. Prices could and probably will drop in the near future. Oddly enough, while every arcane can be bought for the same amount of standing, Arcane Crepuscular seems to be worth drastically more than all of the other ones, so until the price decreases, I would highly recommend buying it with your standing and selling it immediately. I also don't know if I pronounced that right. How do you pronounce that? And hey, I know I'm just a silly little guy who makes silly little content, but I think that's an even better reason that you should check to make sure you're subscribed right now. It really helps me out a ton. Thank you. Now, let's talk about the new PvP game mode, Faceoff. Personally, I had a lot of fun with the game mode, and it's one of my favorite new additions with the update. But not only is it fun, the rewards are also exceptionally good. So, there's 2 different game modes you can play, Solo and Squad. Solo will put you up against bots, and Squad will put you up against real players. First up, let's take a look at the Solo rewards. They're not that great, but if you're not interested in a competitive environment, then it's still good for you. And now here's the Squad rewards. Completing the competitive game mode will award you with pretty great rewards, which are amplified on Steel Path. However, if you win the new game mode, you'll also additionally receive 30 Phosphor or 50 on Steel Path. Playing on Steel Path is much better if you can, but be warned, the competition is very fierce. But why exactly do you want Phosphor? Phosphor can be traded in with Lloyd at the Sanctum Anatomica for relic packs. There's no specific data on which one is the best to buy, but just generally they're all great, as you can sell high tier arcanes for a good amount of platinum. One win on the Steel Path Squad version of Faceoff can net you up to 100 Phosphor, which is equal to 1.5 arcanes. Playing the game mode can also be a great source of endo and relics. Both the solo and squad versions will give you a chance at Meso, Neo, and Axii relics or 2000 endo as rewards. Hey you, watching this video right now. I bet you didn't know that I stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Cluisto, did you? I think you would have a great time hanging out with me and playing silly games, and if you have any Warframe questions, I can help with those too. So I'd appreciate it if you check me out. Alright, back to the video. Lastly, let's talk about mods. Mods are a little less consistent of a platinum making method, but it's also super easy when you consider that you're going to be playing the missions anyway, so you'll end up getting buckets of these that you can sell for some free change. There's a number of different mods that you can earn while playing any mission, which I'll sort into 2 groups. The first is mods that can drop from Skaldra enemies. You know, these guys. Most of the mods are fairly standard. You've got a couple of bad ones, a couple of good ones, but then there's one huge outlier that you've probably noticed, and that's Spectral Serration, which only drops from the Skaldra Decadent and Eradicator, with around a 0.1% chance. It sells for a whopping 46 platinum. Oh, also, I totally forgot to mention that you should also come check out my Discord. I have an amazing Warframe clan with a beautiful dojo that you can join, platinum giveaways, and fashion contests. Okay, now back to the video for real. And the second are mods that drop from Tekrot enemies. There's a little bit of an overlap. Overall, the mods that drop from Tekrot aren't nearly as great, but it's still an amazing passive income source. And, oh, hey, we're at the end of the video. This is a pretty short one, isn't it? Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Drop a comment and let me know if I missed any platinum making methods from the new update. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.